Okay, my name is Alexander Skelhorne. I'm an aspiring amateur boxer based out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Boxing has given me the confidence to go through anything in life with my head forward, my hands up, and prepared for anything with a relentless pursuit of success. I wasn't always this way. Like everyone else, I would quit when things got hard. Boxing helped rewire my brain to think correctly. Given the current state of the world, I want to encourage everyone to push forward. I want to dedicate this channel to bringing my fellow fallen brothers up and give them the most valuable skill one can have, the ability to defend yourself and those you love. What inspires more confidence than that? When life pushes you down, you have two choices. You can stand up and fight back, or stand down forever. The choice is yours. This channel is dedicated to never standing down again. My name is Alexander, and that is my spirit, defender of man. I will teach you how to overcome your excuses, your weaknesses, and ultimately yourself to find strength within. I work hard every day because one day I will be a champion. I will be a champion. That's the mindset you need to adopt. I don't have nice cars. I don't have sponsors. I'm just like you, paycheck to paycheck, baby. This is about our journey. This channel is dedicated to growth. Grow with me. Intellectual impact. Okay, so we decided we want to fight. Don't know what happened in your life to make you want to do that, but anyways, let's talk about how you will hold yourself in your fight. All right, are you left-handed? Are you right-handed? All right, let's figure out if we're orthodox, if we're southpaw. For myself, I am left-hand dominant. I can write with my right hand, but my left likes to take over, so I am what is referred to as a southpaw. I have that power left, right? If we were fighting and you were orthodox, we would be in an open stance, just like a door. We're open together, right? But if we're both the same stance, that's called a closed stance, right? So if you were orthodox, for example, right? You would have your foot pointed forward at your opponent, right? You'd have your hand up here, your thumb by your eyebrow, your hand up here to protect your head from getting hit, right? We don't want to have our hands down here or up here, right? Where there's a lot of holes. We want to keep it tight. That way we can block, we can parry, we can counter, right? We're good, right? So this is what you want to master, right? When your elbow's down, that way we can block shots with the body without moving our hands. We can squat down and block shots with the body. Block kicks, right? Everything is tight, everything is connected. We can throw punches with looseness, we're good, right? We're flowing, we're okay, all right? I'll go back to my stance right here. We're jabbing, we're crossing, right? This is stance. So you keep your hands up, thumbs by the eyebrows, feet planted, elbows tucked in, no openings. You're a hunter, right? You don't want to be like prey. You don't want to be a giant piece of meat that your opponent can take advantage of. You are the hunter. All right, so be in that hunter position. Stance. All right, guys, today is dedicated to my favorite punch in any combat sport, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA, the jab. All right, the jab is how you establish distance control. It's how you keep your opponent over there, how you keep the majority of the ring in your possession, and how you establish the cross or the hook or any other strike that comes really from the jab. The jab is how you understand where your opponent is, right? So make sure if you're in a fight, if you're sparring, you're working the bag, you throw that jab. You throw that jab to the body, you throw that jab to the head, you throw that jab in high volume, right? You want to spam the jab button. So keep your hands up, bring your shoulder to your chin, and turn that thumb down as you turn your hip into your jab. And let's get that jab practice, baby. Let's go. All right, this punch has probably taken the most victims out of any strike in combat sports. This is the cross, all right? What you wanna do with your cross is make sure that foot is stepped in, you have your butt flexed, you have this shoulder pulled back, this right shoulder forward, and that thumb is turned down establishing your entire posterior kinetic chain to make sure that punch is like a whip and all that power goes through your opponent's chin. So make sure when you're throwing that cross, you throw it with intent, you throw it, with 100% power and commitment, and you don't throw any kind of bullshit crosses. You want to make sure, you're not crooked here, messing up your shoulder, you're fully straight and ready to go. Let's go, the cross. All right, guys, this punch has probably caught the most amount of opponents by surprise. It's the hook, all right? The hook is something that, not typically you're gonna throw up naked just like that or like that. The hook is something that you use to catch your opponent slipping. Let's just say he throws a jab and that jab's not so good, you can incorporate that hook in there, right? So the hook is something you use to catch your opponent off guard, right? You can throw it at the end of your jab cross hook, right? But either way, it's a surprise, right? That hook, they cannot see coming. It's a short range weapon, which means they can probably hit you too. So a hook is something that you want to do, rob the casino and get the fuck out of Dodge, if you know what I mean, right? You throw that hook, make sure your shoulder comes up, and your hand's always protecting your face on the opposite punch. Your shoulders and your hips are connected. Your feet are planted and everything is strong. You got that hook, you got that base, it comes from the legs, goes through your opponent's chin, and hopefully they go to sleep. Anyways, good night. All right, we got the jab figured out, we got the cross figured out, we got the hook figured out. It's time to put all three together, all right? What you want to do, what I like to do is keep the rule of every third, right? Jab, cross, hook are probably the most common punches in combat sports, period, right? The jab, cross, hook is everyone's go-to strike, especially in amateur, right? The jab, the cross, the hook, it flows together, it makes sense, right? So you want to practice aiming for that third strike. So let's just say you throw that jab, it might not hit, it might not be powerful. The cross might be all right, but that hook, is money, all right? So what you're doing is you're jabbing the body, you're crossing the head, you're hooking the body, right? You're mixing it together to make it make sense, and you're moving, you're flowing, and most importantly, you're growing.